OMG, I am so bloody excited because today is the day my first very own computer arrived. And it's an awfully good one at that. I mean, yeah, sure, that's probably a rich kid watching this on their 10,000 quid custom PC, but I don't really care because this is what I dreamed of over the last few years. A computer powerful enough to do all the complex tasks I need it for without any lag, frame rate drops and stuff like that. And it's mine, no need for borrowing one anymore. So yeah, here it is. I mean, this is the box, but it is inside. Well, at least it's supposed to be. Let's find out. As you have probably figured out by now, this isn't your average laptop review. I won't be looking at benchmarks or performance in games. There's a ton of videos that do that already. Instead, I'm going to focus on my first experience with it. Now, that's enough talking. Let's get this thing out of the box because I really can't hold back my excitement any longer. In the box, there is, of course, the computer itself. The power brick. Manuals, warranty information, safety cards, stuff like that. And customizable plates. Now I think that is unique to the Advantage edition. I'm not sure, but I think the normal G15 doesn't have that feature. But yeah, you can change those plates. I kinda like the silver one, but I like the default, the red one, even better, so I think I'm gonna leave it at that. This laptop feels solid and extremely well built, but fingers leave residue as it is a metal black finish. So here it is, the Asus, the ROG Strix G15 Advantage Edition, a 15-inch all AMD gaming laptop. Oh, wow. This looks gorgeous. Now, let's talk a bit about the specs. This laptop is equipped with a very powerful graphics card, the AMD Radeon RX 6800M. It has GDDR6 graphical memory, so VRAM, 12 gigabytes of it, which is not a lot for a desktop, but an awfully lot for a laptop. And a graphical card is, of course, combined with a very powerful processor, the AMD Ryzen 9 5900 HX. Yeah, that's right. Oh, so there are two screen options. I have the 15.6-inch IPS WQHD screen with 165 Hz refresh rate. Oh, yeah, and there's also a 300 Hz option, which is probably great for people who play a lot of first-person shooter games. I mean, I don't play those, so I don't really care about 300 Hz. I mean, yeah, I am really excited about writing in MS Word at 300 frames per second. Yeah, just joking, of course. Yeah, so I have the high resolution and a lower refresh rate screen option, and the 300 Hz screen is just 1080p. I mean 720 by 1080, yeah. And yeah, this one of course is 2560 by 1440, I think. Yeah, also there is 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, which can be upgraded to 32 gigs. And my laptop has 1 terabyte of SSD. So yeah, this is about the specs. I think everything. I don't think I've missed anything. It was a bit messed up. I apologize for that because I haven't written it down, so I'm just trying to remember everything straight from my head. And yeah, my brain doesn't work very well apparently. Now, yeah, now let's talk about... oh yeah, of course, I forgot to mention a very important thing, the price. The thing that makes this laptop special is its price. I mean, yeah, of course, it isn't cheap. It costs around 2,000 euro. In my country, I think it's 2,100 with the 1 terabyte hard drive option, I mean SSD. Mine was 1,900 euro. Because there was a small Black Friday sale. But yeah, this is quite a good price for a laptop like this actually in the current times. And I mean, don't be mistaken, this is an awfully lot of money for me. But yeah, it is quite an okay price point for a laptop this powerful in today's times with shortage of chips and everything. So yeah, the graphics card itself is comparable to Nvidia RTX 3070, maybe even somewhere between 3070 and 3080 mobile, of course. So yeah, and it's far cheaper than the 3080, and that's why this laptop is such a good value. Now, since this is an all AMD laptop, there's no Thunderbolt port or DLSS upscaling, but I don't mind any of that. I don't have any Thunderbolt accessories, and I'm also not a hardcore gamer, so I don't really care about upscaling either. It's no secret, most people buy this kind of computer to play games, but I'm not really one of them. I mean, I do play games occasionally, but that's not the reason I bought this computer. It of course runs games really well. As you can see, we have some very decent FPS in GTA 5, and keep in mind that I was recording this with this computer, and recording on a computer takes quite a lot of resources. So yeah, this is quite impressive really. I don't use flight simulators a lot lately. I somehow don't have enough time, or I don't know. But I have tested X-Plane of course, and it runs on high settings with steady 60 FPS. I mean, yeah, depending on the plane, something like a Zibamod 737 or a Tolis A319 is around 50, I think, and simpler planes, Cessnas and small and other small GA aircraft, of course. With those you can reach higher FPS. Now, in terms of what I primarily use the computer for, it does an awfully good job too. Music production in Cubase of course works perfectly with the specs like these, and in terms of video editing it's able to play back multiple streams of full HD video with effects and color correction in real time, which is very important for the kind of work I'm doing. Export times are also insanely fast. Now let's explain this whole Advantage Edition thing. Essentially, AMD Advantage is AMD's program for all AMD laptops, meaning laptops with both AMD's CPUs and GPUs that have to pass certain quality checks. The screen has to have a high enough refresh rate, the thermals must be good enough and stuff like that. I won't go into the details, but if you want to learn more about it, I will leave a link in the description below. Now, from the hardware perspective, the computer also features a very nice keyboard and RGB lights, and I must say that the trackpad is really good for a Windows laptop. Now, let's also talk a bit about the downsides. First of all, there is no camera, which, I mean, we're in 2021, this is a 2021 model. Why would you build a laptop without a camera in 2021? I mean, yeah, it's mostly made for gamers, but still, I think they could add a camera. But okay, you can connect an external camera. Then a laptop like this consumes a lot of power. This is actually really good with power management. It has a really long battery life, but the charger is really big and quite heavy. And another downside, there appears to be an issue with random restarts. The computer crashes and restarts randomly. This happened a few times, and in the computer management it lists as a critical kernel error under the event ID 41. I believe it has something to do with the power management and the integration of Armoury Crate, that Asus's program, which is among other things responsible for different power modes, etc. Now, also the fans, when on performance mode, the fans can get quite noisy. They reach up to 4500 RPM. So yeah, and they are kind of loud. Other than that, yeah, oh my god, I have to show you this video. When I was setting up the computer for the first time, I did not expect a sound effect on full volume when it will boot up. And it almost blew my head off. I mean, I almost fell out of my chair, as I'll show you in this video now. Yes, this was actually a thing. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's it for this video. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. You really help me by subscribing and of course watching the videos. You can also ring that bell to get notified when I publish another video, and yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.